This hadith is probably my favorite hadith on learning Arabic. My favorite hadith. The Messenger says, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "Al-mahiru bil-Qur'ani ma'a safara al-kiram al-barara." The one who gains expertise in the Qur'an is among the top-ranked angels. As-safara al-kiram, the noble, the righteous, the top-ranked angels. The ones who get to touch Lawh al-Mahfuz, those angels. Who has that rank? Once again, you remember? The expert in Qur'an, the expert reciter, the expert in the knowledge of Qur'an, the expert in memorizing Qur'an, the expert in tajweed, etc., etc. Whoever gains expertise in Qur'an gains that daraja. But that's not you and me. We're not experts. What about us? The Messenger says, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "Walladhi yatata'ta' fihi wa huwa alayhi shaq." As far as the one who stumbles in it and finds it difficult is concerned, he stumbles in it. He can't pronounce the ayn, it hurts his throat. Every time he tries ayn, an comes out. Every time he tries dad, zwad comes out. It happens. He tries to say dhikr, he ends up saying zikr. Right? Can't pronounce it. Can't remember the grammatical principles. Finds the language difficult. Finds it challenging. This is the next category. The first category was the expert. The second category, the guy who has a hard time. He says, فَلَهُ أَجْرَانِ. That person has twice the reward of the first one. The one who has a hard time. So if you and I started by saying most people say Arabic is hard. I tried, it's difficult. If it's difficult, I am envying you. I should be jealous of you. Because you get twice the reward of anyone who's awesome at it. Is there any reason left for us not to learn this book? The one reason could have been it's too hard. And the Messenger ﷺ took that reason away. He said if it's hard, you got twice the reward. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So it leaves no excuse behind. You know what, those of you that are in college, you go to a course, the professor's like really hard, and the class is boring. You say, man, I'll just take it next semester. Right? As soon as it gets difficult, you find reasons to postpone. When Allah's book gets difficult, it becomes reason to stay. The Messenger changes our attitude, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So this is a refreshing of our intentions, bi'idhnillah. We make the intention, and Allah opens the doors. That's on our end is the intention, that's all. You just have to make the intention, and you will see Allah open the doors. Instead of having the theoretical discussion, is Arabic important or not, I could give you proofs all day long of why Arabic is important. But until it enters into your heart that there's a love of this book, there's a thirst for this book that you want to have, and you want to acquire it for yourself. Until that happens, no knowledge, no fatwa, no daleel is going to help you. You have to have that thirst that you want to have a better prayer. You want to recite Qur'an and you want tears to come down your eyes because you read the word of Allah Azza wa Jal. That thirst will make you learn. That thirst will make you learn. I want to taste the miracle of Qur'an in the Arabic language. What is so remarkable about this language? This word that Allah Azza wa Jal sent. How can this only be the word of Allah? وتمثل القرآن في أخلاق